In reply to your letter, received May 27, 2010, in which you expressed your disappointment and outrage in the way the officers and directors put forward the proposal to move Bridgewater Carnival to Saturday, I think it is important that I outline the case leading up to the proposals, remembering that the priorities of the officers and directors of the committee are to organize and manage the Bridgewater Carnival procession and concerts, and sometimes unpopular decisions have to be made. At an officers and directors meeting on April 6, when we had received replies from several clubs stating they wished Bridgewater Carnival to be the first carnival in the circuit, it was obvious that the suggestion we move to the second Saturday was not popular and was likely to fall. This was subsequently confirmed by the April 27 when several more letters against had been received, hence the reason it was not pursued. So it was necessary to look at other alternatives. Following a long discussion, it was unanimously agreed that as officers and directors we have a responsibility to organize and promote Bridgewater Carnival to ensure the tradition of Bridgewater Guy Fawkes Carnival remains strong for future generations. Officers over the last 15 years have had no doubt that to achieve this objective, a move to a Saturday was essential. The present officers and directors felt that sufficient debate had taken place and the time for talking was over. Each committee member and club member had taken their stance, and it was unlikely that either side's opinion would change. The officers and directors felt if there was not a push for Saturday now, it would never happen. A proposal was put together by the officers and directors to move to the first Saturday in November from 2012 for a trial period of 3 years. The proposal would be put to the meeting following the annual general meeting, so the outcome, one way or the other, could be presented to the county meeting on May 24. The officers and directors were well aware that should the proposal not get the support of the General Committee, it would reflect in a vote of no confidence in your officers and they would have to stand down. It is worth pointing out that only the officers and directors were aware of the proposal prior to the AGM. No other member of the General Committee was involved or knew of the proposal. The officers acted within the Constitution and felt it was in the best interest of Bridgewater Carnival. It was expected that the proposal might generate a long debate, as there was a number of items on the agenda that needed to be discussed and cleared. It was therefore decided to put the proposal at the end of the meeting under any other business. At the meeting, when the proposal was made, any member of the General Committee, which includes gangs and features, could have raised an amendment to the proposal or raised another proposal. There were no objections to the proposal from any committee members, gangs and features representatives or their officers. If they were so outraged, constitutionally this was the time when they should have raised their objections. There were none. Some members of gangs and features may be disappointed that their wishes to stay to Friday was overturned, but officers of the committee over the past 15 years have been disappointed that their wishes for a move to a Saturday were not supported. The decision has now been made. Not everyone is happy, which is often the case when difficult decisions have to be made. The important thing is that everyone in the committee, including gangs and features, must now work together to ensure Bridgewater Carnival remains strong and the home of Carnival.